In the heart of the city, where shadows whisper secrets, one detective faces his most chilling case yet. Detective Liam Harris had seen his fair share of strange cases, but nothing like this. The phone call had been brief, just a whisper of a woman's voice telling him to meet her at the old, abandoned theatre at midnight. No name, no explanation, but the urgency in her voice had piqued his curiosity. When I arrived, the moonlight cast long shadows on the crumbling building. As I stepped inside, the musty smell of decay hit me immediately, but I wasn't alone. In the middle of the theatre, sitting on the cracked velvet seats, was a woman in a dark coat, her face partially obscured by a wide-brimmed hat. She was alone except for one thing, a young girl, no older than 10, standing motionless in front of the stage. I approached cautiously. "Who are you?" I asked. The woman finally looked up, her eyes wide with fear. "Detective Harris, I need your help," she said. "The girl, she's the only witness to a murder, but she hasn't said a word since it happened." My interest was piqued. "A murder? When did it happen?" The woman hesitated. 2 weeks ago, in this very theatre. She explained that the girl, named Emily, had been attending a school play rehearsal when the lead actor, Thomas Lancaster, was murdered on stage. The police had been called, but the girl who had witnessed the entire crime refused to speak. I took a deep breath. "So why bring me here? What's your connection to this?" The woman's voice cracked. "I'm the director of the play, and I think Emily knows something more, something important that could solve this case, but I don't know how to reach her. I think she's trying to tell us something, but she's scared." As I looked at Emily, the girl stared back at me with a cold, unreadable expression. The theatre was silent, save for the sound of our breath. I felt a chill run down my spine. Over the following days, I spent hours with Emily, trying different approaches to get her to speak. But every time I asked about the murder, the girl would just stare at me, lost in her own world. Yet something seemed off. Emily's eyes didn't just hold fear. There was also a knowing look, as if she understood far more than she let on. Then, one night, after a long session of playing cards with the girl, I noticed something strange. Emily had drawn a picture, a crude sketch of the theatre, but at the center of the drawing she depicted a strange symbol, an intricate design that didn't belong. I recognized it instantly. It was a symbol used by a notorious underground group involved in black market art and high-profile thefts. I realized that Thomas Lancaster's murder might not have been just a random act of violence. It was connected to something far more sinister. I quickly uncovered that Lancaster had been involved in smuggling priceless artwork into the country under the guise of theatre